Afternoon, friends. Afternoon. How is everyone doing today? Good to see you all. Happy Saturday. Hope your week was all right. Hope it treated you well. It's good to be back with you guys today. I know it was just Tuesday that we were together, but it feels like it's been a while, you know? So I do want to give everyone the lay of the land today and just let everyone know what's going to happen. But before I do that, let me say hi to everybody who is in chat already. You early birds, you early comers here. We have a very different looking podium. We got Grover in P1. Let's go. And very cool, man. And one of our latest, I think someone who just found our channel, Bagpuss. I've never watched one of these live coaching sessions before, so I'm intrigued. I'll do my best to tune in and watch. Really cool, man. Appreciate you hopping in, saying hi. You're in P2. NandoButton is in P3. That's a good looking podium. 4th place Energy going to Ghost Metal. 5th place goes to Chris Wood. That's pretty sweet. Pretty sweet, everybody. And then we got Ryan Yost. Good to see you, man. Steven Sills. Good. It's early. Yeah, it's morning for you, isn't it? Good morning to you. Mr. Player. Great to see you. Rob. Good to see you as well. There's our BL. Good to see you, BL. Root, awesome to see you, man. And Chris Wood gifting get lead pencil memberships. Let's see. Jay Funk is in the stud club. That's really cool. Thank you, Chris. Everyone throw up a stud emoji for Chris if you would, please. Thank you so much. All right, so let's talk about what's happening today. We are we're planning to do a Learn with Lead here in a moment. We'll do that for a couple hours. I'll introduce our guests here in a moment. After that, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some more prep for the weekly coaching that we're going to start in August. So I'll probably do that for about an hour or so. So it'll probably be a 3 to 3.5 hour stream today, a little bit shorter, but that's going to be the plan today. All right. Okay. So without any more delay, let us bring in our guest of the day. Today's Learn with Lead, we have FernandoButton. Mr. Nando, good to see you.
Welcome to FernandoButton's Happy Fun Time Hour with Lead Pins.
How you doing,
I
friend?
got that out of the way. I'm doing good. How are you?
It's good. It's good. I'm glad to have you on. You are
Happy to be here.
You're pretty well known among the community. You really get around the chats and the streams.
I dove headfirst in when my son came to me one day with this love of racing, and he wasn't doing so great in a lot of aspects of life. And I thought, here's a great way to start teaching him, sportsmanship and responsibility. And it got me back in. I hadn't thought about it in years because of my arm. Just leave that alone. But hadn't thought about racing in years. And once I got back into it, man, that love just sunk right back into my heart. Yeah, and I found my new hobby.
Yeah. So I was thinking about it after we talked yesterday. I was thinking about it. Where did I first see FernandoButton? And I am pretty confident that I know when. I'm pretty sure I met you in chat, in Kentis Gents chat. And because I just remember, Kent calls out everybody's name, right? And every time you would come in, he would say Fernando. He would do that little singing, and it was great. And it's like, and so that was quite memorable. And then what also is memorable is your name. Now your name is shortened from what it used to be because of YouTube doing YouTube things, but your complete name in YouTube. Why don't you tell everybody what?
I think I had the longest username. Yeah, it was FernandoButton's Happy Fun Time Hour, and that is the name of my channel. But they let me use that as my full name for quite a long time.
It was, yeah. I mean, your whole name would like take up one line in chat.
I know.
It was pretty spacious.
Some people had this. What's the word I'm looking for? Whatever issues with their internets, not being able to show all their chat because
you were messing it up. Yeah.
Issues, that's it.
Yeah. So I got to ask you, well, Fernando Button and Fernando Button's Happy Fun Time Hour. Where did this come from?
Fernando Button, it's kind of obvious. I love Fernando Alonso and Jenson Button, two of my favorite drivers, and I try to live, by kind of how they both drive. Some aggressiveness with a lot of smooth, and if you can put those two together,
Yeah.
And plus they were teammates too. So I had a perfect picture there for my challenge. So I named myself, and I wanted something just catchy. I'm like, let's try this YouTube thing.
Yeah.
Everyone else is trying it. Let's try it. But I got to have some sort of hook. So that's why I came up with the idea, the name of the channel.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
It's pretty simple.
It's
pure commercialism.
Right? That's it. Let's quick say hi to Mustang Drifter, Blankenship, Beecham. Good to see you guys.
Nice.
Adiz, good to see you as well. Good morning, Vietnam, he says. Yes, very cool. So that's really fun. So you we could go many different places here. I have some notes as well, but let's get into one of the things we talked about, and I really wanted to talk about here was you're a busy man.
I am.
If you were to just tell me your schedule, your weekly schedule, I would. I was just gonna say I would say that you don't have time for anything else.
I'm in at work at 6. I'm out at work at 5. I eat at my desk every day. I manage a concrete company with multiple plants around, and I manage a bunch of Teamster drivers. So yeah, and luckily I have this Saturday off because my compadre dispatcher is taking the Saturday work. So I get to be here with you guys.
That's good. I'm glad that that's the case.
You know what? It's good pay, and it's even better insurance, and that's something you need these days is good insurance. So I stick with the hours. I work with it, and I get back to what I consider fair.
But you were telling me this is your primary hobby. Like if you have the energy and the downtime, you're hopping on the rig, aren't you?
This are hanging in the living room watching movies with the kids and putting together Legos. This one of my newest passions is the Legos.
Legos are fantastic. Did you know that
I'm doing the GT40 MK2 right now, the foot-long techniques.
Oh yes.
Amazingly complicated and gorgeous. Yeah.
That's really fun.
Halfway through it.
Yeah. That's great. Did you know that my stream setup and rig, it shares the room with the Lego room here?
I know, I saw that. Man, that is so awesome. A custom LED's room. That is so cool.
Yes, and my daughter made that. I truly believe she's a master builder, a Lego master builder.
Who'd ever thought that a 58-year-old would get into Legos again?
I tell you what,
I would have not have thought it.
I think Legos are awesome. If they weren't so expensive, I could really see myself. Well, expensive, and I would have to devote the time to it. But I could really see myself, especially the models and the very cool the cool ones, like the miniatures of big stuff. I just really the buildings that they have and all that, and so good to see.
Really into the GT and the F1 racing sections that they've got. It's pretty amazing. I've got some of the classics. I got Mansell's a Williams up there. I got Schumacher's Ferrari and Senna's McLaren up on the shelf that I can see. They're foot-long ones. Very, very nice. Very nice.
Right.
Enough about me.
Now, well, no, this is all about you, sir.
I know,
So you were actually a real life racer for a time. Why don't you tell the folks a little bit about that experience and
back in the eight ladies back in the old days before safety was a concern. No, I started off in what they call the Firestone Firehawk series showroom stock, and I found some guys over at a place called Porsche Audi, Parktown Porsche Audi in St. Louis, and I got to show my stuff in the parking lot basically. So we went out to St. Louis International and got involved in that series and got to tour a couple of tracks, showroom stock. It was a stock 944 Porsche, beautiful, but body roll and all that good stuff that you get. So it's an interesting experience.
Yeah.
But I did well, and I did well enough to where they were really wanting to start building more of a motorsport program, because it was good. We were like winning on Sunday, selling on Monday kind of thing. So a little more money went into a beautiful 944 turbo tubed out GT1 class, SCCA GT1, which
Uh-huh.
is 3 classes below Trans Am. It's comparable. It's a little less than a Group 3 car.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of between Group 4 and Group 3. And went out and did quite a few of the cool tracks in the Midwest and the East. I never got out to the West.
Okay.
I wanted to race Laguna and Willow so bad, but just never got out
Yeah,
there.
but you did get to actually drive Road Atlanta, right?
I've Road Atlanta, I've done Watkins Glen, I've done Road America,
man.
Lime Rock, Mid-Ohio, and Virginia International.
So I gotta
And
ask
St.
you.
Louis International.
I gotta ask you about Road Atlanta, because there, the game is the game.
It was different.
And I gotta ask you. Oh, was the track different?
No, the track was the same, but there was hardly any runoff, and you were still going through cut-throughs through, basically retaining wall areas. Your soil was your barrier. It was your barrier, and they trimmed out a lot, made it much more accessible to viewers for one thing.
Gotcha.
But added a lot of runoff in a lot of different areas that was not there then.
I
It
see.
was, I would say, a more dangerous track, but
Right.
still the same layout.
So
It's
in the
just
game,
gorgeous.
one of the things that we sometimes take for granted is elevation changes. And to me, even with the game and not feeling any G-forces, it looks really steep in spots. Can you?
That's why I wanted to race Laguna so bad, because that's the butt feel I was telling you about.
Yes.
It was the best at Road Atlanta. I felt on the edge all the time.
Tell
I lived for that.
Explain butt feel for folks.
If you guys have seen the movie Rush, the Niki Lauda character says it perfect. Because I have a good ass, I have a good butt, and because you can feel the inertia, you can feel yourself on that edge and breaking that edge. It's hard to explain, but other than your butt, you're sitting in your seat, your feet, your whole body is feeling the G's and feeling. And I'm sorry, but your butt feels as your tires go by, just that little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, reining in just a little. Keep it there.
Very cool.
Okay, this corner, I can go do this. And
Yeah.
but living right there on that edge, man,
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting adrenaline.
Just talking about it. Yeah.
I am. I really am. I'm reliving old days in my head.
I gotta say hi to Apex and Reborn. Appreciate you guys coming in, saying hi.
And then
And Res Racer. Yeah, go ahead.
They wanted to get even farther and develop a Formula Atlantic, a March Formula Atlantic, which I got to test twice before somehow all the money disappeared.
Yeah. And you lost your ride.
My thoughts.
Yeah.
Lost my ride. And so I turned back into a musician. Back into musician. Yeah, magical musician.
Mm-hmm. So
And that was my story.
yeah, that's really awesome. It's awesome to talk with guys who've actually done it in the real world. And
I'm an SCCA member. I'm a licensed timing and scoring official. I just don't really do it anymore, but I support those guys and everything that they do. So
Yeah.
that's why we stay members.
Cool, very good, very good. We got some people talking about the Legos too. Root says he's got the Hogwarts Castle. It's massive.
Nice.
Blankenship says he
I've
has a
seen that
Technic excavator. My son, I think my son had the same excavator. Did it also have like motors and it would go on its own as well? Is that the one? Because if it is, that's the same one.
I'm wondering if this GT40 will, because you can turn the crank and the pistons go up and down.
Isn't that crazy? I love the Lego engines. They're so much fun.
This one's cool. Yeah, like I said, I can't wait to get it all together. I
Yeah.
work on it, at least Saturday, Sunday nights we'll hang out and watch movies and stuff. And
Gotcha.
It's so complicated. It's going to take me so long, but I
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah. Oh, Blank says that's the one. Very cool. Yeah, that thing was gargantuan and fantastic. So real quick on the Lego front, this is one of my, if money were no object and I had a house where like I didn't know what to do with a room, I would take that room and I would make it a Lego room. However,
Yeah.
I would get like as many Star Wars ships and ground vehicles as I could possibly find, right?
I would get back into style. I love Star Wars. I would do that, yes, too. Yes.
And what I would do is I would make that room like I would figure out the math and I would make it to scale so that everything, when you like sat in the door, everything looked proper. You know what I mean?
Walk through with the camera,
so like the
like
Death
on
Star would be like all the way in the back, and you would see it from there, and everything would look right. You know, I'd get I mean, it's probably like a couple $1,000, but I'd get like the Executor, the Superstar Destroyer. Man, it would be amazing. Anyway, I can't. It'd be incredible. Yeah, I'd have all kinds of scenes that I would put together for sure. Anyway, so
Next episode of Learn with Legos.
Learn with Legos, yes. So the reason you've come out to me, you know, you've reached out to me, is you've basically stated that the Group 3s are just they don't quite connect with you. They're, you know, the other classes of cars, the road cars, you know, you really gravitate to those and you do well with them, but the Group 3 is just something's not right. Why don't you tell the folks a little bit about that?
Well, and like I was telling you, and I don't talk about it, I don't ever want sympathy, but my right hand doesn't work correctly. I can't bend my right finger, my thumb and forefinger, and my wrist is all cocked off sideways. So the geometry of upshifting while I'm trying to hold the wheel properly and turn is very, very difficult.
Yeah.
So you have to upshift these cars more than others, because a lot of times you're you know, rotating really fast in a lower gear, and you have to pop back into the proper gear in the middle of a turn. And
yeah,
that's my sticking issue. So I'm hoping maybe we can come up with an alternative that I can pick up that time that I'm losing by not being able to grip properly. See, like Group 4, you know, there's a whole lot less shifting. There's more being able to hold the wheel the way you should, and be able to go through those corners and smack those apexes instead of worrying about shifting and gripping right. Same thing with road cars and actually Group 1 cars too. I'm way better at all three of those classes than I am at Group 3.
Gotcha. Yeah, I totally get that. Yeah, I think, you know, it'll be really interesting to see what we see here today, and I'm pretty confident that we can come up with some solutions for you. So I want you to let the folks know what time you've put up here so far.
Oh, it's only like a 22 or something like that. It's not good. I haven't put a great time up. It's enough to be mid-pack and B.
Mid-pack and B, yeah.
On the dailies, yeah.
Gotcha.
It's not anything great, but I've only ran it on Monday and, you know, didn't concentrate a whole lot on it. You know, I wanted to get a decent fast lap in and get some races in. Since I'm streaming.
Right.
I don't want to be running time trials all day.
Right. Well, and you have a pretty cool schedule when it comes to racing. Like, you, as far as what you do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, why don't you let everyone know like what a typical Nando week is like?
Well, Mondays when I get home from work is my streaming day. Family has given me that, and I think they kind of like it too. But I stream the dailies. Every once in a while there'll be something different, but I try to stick with the dailies, and I try to do it every Monday around 5 or 6 Central. You know, just try to get that algorithm rolling, get more people in. It's fun when I have a couple of people to chat to and distract me. I like it.
Yeah.
I'm a horrible driver when I'm distracted, but still, you know, it's fun all being together in the happy fun time hour. You know,
I
just
get
being
you.
Goofy and
there it is. Yeah.
Then Tuesday night it's on the TK's Motor Speedway, where we race road cars with TK's against road car racing aliens, and that right there is something to hone your skills with.
Yep.
Then on Wednesdays, a lot of times it was Papa's House of Games World Series qualifying.
Yep.
Which we did that for the past like 3 months or something. But, I'm missing that already.
Yeah.
Thursday nights is Thursday Night Thunder with TK's. We drive NASCAR 25 in beautiful chaos with a grid of 33 aggressive AI drivers and whatever friends we have in the lobby.
Yes.
It's so much fun.
That's awesome.
And Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays, I try to make those family times. Sometimes I get on and race. For Friday, after work, a lot of times I will race with QC. I'm trying to help him build his lobby presence.
Yeah.
QCPE.
Yep, we know him. Yeah, he's been
Fridays when I come home from work,
he's had a session with us before.
Oh yeah. Oh, he was saying that last night. Yeah.
Yep, and he we were teammates on Grover Mental's Pit Stops Operation Showdown.
Sundays. Beautiful Sundays is Sunday Fun Day with Grover.
Yes, all right.
Choice of 4 cars that everyone votes on throughout the week, and whatever wins is what we drive. And Blanket Ship is there, Beecham is there. I might be a route there. I told him about it.
Yes.
We've had Island Grown, Grover, obviously. Just a bunch of fast, fun drivers. Mike number 5 shows up a lot of times. Mike. Anyway.
Yep, we love Mike number 5. It's great.
That's my week.
Yeah. So you hear it, guys. You hear what's going on. I have Nando's channel pinned to the chat there. So if you wouldn't mind doing me a favor actually just obey me right now. Click on that link, sub up, and then come on back and see the rest of the session here. Okay,
And
that will make you feel better.
Have any Papa stuff up? There might be some midweek Wednesday streams too.
Okay. Yeah. There you are. Kid Turismo, good to see you, man. I didn't get to you right away, but I see you there. Appreciate you coming in and saying hi. We are doing really well, man. We're doing really great. Reborn says I played with dirt and rocks. Yeah, I did that too. You know what I did? I actually took my Legos outside sometimes because I had some of with the big wheels. I would do that outside. I would play my GI Joes outside. I kind of want to play GI Joes outside right now. Anyway, but we're doing this right now, so that's what we're going to do.
Yes.
So let's go ahead and start going around the track here. And
sit back down. I was walking around trying to make sure the old muscles are limber and stretchy.
Mm-hmm.
Got a horn.
T-Rex, good to see you, man. I'm not sure what you mean there, BL. So tires are ice cold right now, so we're not going to be pushing too hard at all.
No,
but we're just gonna go around the track a little bit. And while we go around, if there's any spot where you say, man, this spot's giving me a little more trouble than others, please let me know.
Yeah, with the mediums right now, yeah, Puhan. I think we discussed that a little bit. That's giving me an issue on my entry.
So
it's the softs I'm so used to, and I think maybe a little warmer track temp too, where I can attack it. And I'm trying. That my body, my muscle memory is wanting to attack in these mediums and screwing myself up.
Okay, so what? I do not have most of these turns memorized. Which one is Puhan?
Puhan is the double left. We're coming up 2 down at the bottom of the hill. This right here is Brussels. Brussels. B-U-X-X.
Okay, so this left here, and then the next one.
This is no name right here.
Oh, this is no name.
It literally is no name.
Oh, the double left.
Yeah, the double left down here is Busan.
Okay.
So this entrance is where normally I'd be 5th here, got 4th, quick over, and see that quick over's not working with these mediums. See, I completely understeer right there.
Yep, I have a feeling 3rd gear will help there. I think a third
right there too.
Okay.
Normally I could go into that a little hotter. My muscle memory is giving me fits with these mediums.
Yeah. Okay. Saragon, good to see you. Oh, there is the screen issue, isn't there? There we go. I was hearing somebody there for a little bit. Tell them hi. Tell them hi from the Lead Pencil channel family.
Hey, hon.
Oh yes. Get that car stopped.
Yeah, I accidentally kept it second a little too long. Should hit first, hop that curve there.
All right, so when we get to Puhan, I'm gonna stop at the braking zone, okay? And we'll, oh dear, and we'll talk about that one. All right.
All right. Hey Bear, I owe you guys some money too. Don't let me forget. It's in my wallet.
Yes, Aragon, this was Nando's choice to do the Merc.
I'm running the original Naughty Racing League Season 1 race pre-qualifying.
Oh, I see McNaughty on the windshield there. Yeah.
My son made this. It's a Concrete Supply of Illinois livery. We were teammates back then. He has an exact replica livery on his Merc.
That's so much fun.
I've ran it ever since. And that was, what, 3 years ago? The very first NRL.
Very cool. I missed the NRL.
Me too. No, you stay.
All right. Okay, so I'm going to stop at the 50 here.
This is where, right about where you're at, is when I would downshift the 4th, right around here, it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
And give it a little bit and then kick it over hard. And I'm catching understeer right there. So I know I should probably go into this a little slower.
Yeah.
And hold onto those front tires. But yeah, I'm just.
Yeah, so I think.
An issue convincing myself of that every time I come up to the corner.
I think when I did it a little bit ago, and granted I wasn't fully sending it, but I think downshifting to third might be the answer there to really helping it suck to the apex.
I think you're right because I did a third the other night. I over rotated a little, but I didn't understeer.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So
Yeah. So we sort of, I think, and really, you know, I'm pretty sure you know this already, but a really smooth entrance is really going to go a long way. But the big thing I think is where are you at your slowest at this corner? That's
yeah, because this is a double apex, and you really need to carry speed through this one. That's a really
right.
important corner.
So we, you know, we break in a straight line down to fourth,
Down the right.
then begin to trail
Here's
brake.
right,
Yeah, begin to trail brake, and then down to third. And we sort of let third scream at us all the way till about, usually right about here.
Right here. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm trying to get on the throttle before the end of the curb on the left, or maybe the beginning of the green turf on the left, you might say as well. You see that there? And then I would exit in fourth. I would shift back up to fourth and exit.
Back to fourth, yeah.
So if you've slowed enough, then that should work fine. I think I might.
I was actually running the curve like I said, I over rotated.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. It really helped me hug it, but I hugged it too much, so I stopped doing it.
Yeah. So what that means right there is your turn in's too early.
Mm.
It just means you gotta delay that turn in a little bit, and then you've nailed the corner. Make sense?
Yes.
Yep. Okay.
Yes, it does.
All right. So let's do there. All right. Let's go ahead and hop into the pit and just automatically reset our tire temps, and then we'll head back out. What brake balance are you using for the Merc?
Oh, you know what? That's so stupid. I didn't set my brake balance. Let me hop back up real quick. That's one reason why I'm not feeling right now. I'm an idiot.
That's okay.
I like 2 to 3 to the rear.
Okay.
If we have a lot of tire wear, I like 3. If I don't, 2 seems more balanced to me.
Okay.
Tire wear though, 3 keeps the fronts a little more intact. So I'm gonna go with 2. I really like 2's natural feeling to me. So I'm gonna get back out.
Okay. I may make a suggestion to change that a little later on.
Gotcha. So you're on the canal.
All right, so we'll play a little follow the leader here, and we're gonna go like 80% speed, and I'm just gonna be on the racing line as I see it, and I'd like you to observe, you know, the line that I'm on compared to what you typically do, and if there's anything that's different from what you're, you know, comparatively, I'd like you to go ahead and let me know, and we can talk about that, okay?
Gotcha. Snap oversteer actually there. Yeah, it looks like on campus at Stubby Law, I think I take a little more inside curve than you are.
Okay.
Need to get a little closer to you though.
Okay, sounds good, Reborn. Appreciate you, friend. Yeah, let's get you right up on me here. First hot lap. Here we go. Raider, good to see you, man. Welcome in, bud. Root cheats. Yes, I know. I know he does. But thank you for reminding everyone who doesn't know. It's important.
Now I get some draft. Yeah.
Let's go.
There we go. 162, 163, that's better. Feels much better than doing 159. It's so funny, I'm driving much smoother and faster now because I'm not thinking about it. Just following you.
Yep.
Being very smooth, Gran. Rubbing a little too much coming out there.
Okay. Nielsen, good to see you.
A lot of places I'm seeing, I think, where you're a little more on the tarmac than I would expect you to be. I expect you to take more curb.
Hmm.
You know what, I do. I like to use all the track, and I know some people like to just try to stay on the tarmac as much as they can, but I like to swing things, you know, use every possibility that I've got.
Sometimes, in my effort to stay wide on the entrance,
There's a 20. There we go, 2 seconds off my fastest.
in order to stay as wide as I can on my entrance, I sometimes inadvertently miss apexes when I really don't intend to.
Gotcha.
All right, let's go a little faster this time. So I think a 20.2 is what you have in the actual daily, right?
I thought I had a 22, but I could be wrong.
I think it's a 20.2.
Really.
Yeah, I wanted more apex there. Ultimate Racing, good to see you, man.
Yeah, I tried just going through fourth at no name instead of down in the third. Look what it got me.
Yeah, so just so you know, I'm revving out fourth for that corner, and then dipping down to third when it's when I start to turn in.
And that's normally what I do too, and I kept it fourth for some reason, seeing if I could just carry some speed through there, and I shouldn't have done that.
Oh, sad, Nielsen. Whoa. Oh, I think I'm gonna get a pen.
Uh-oh. Yep. Blanchiment is bit you.
Maybe not. Oh yeah, there it is. Nice. All right, so have you go ahead and take the lead here, sir. Whee!
Did you just go off at the source? Okay. You disappeared from my radar for a second.
I had to catch a slide is all. Things are good, Ultimate.
Oh, dang it! Sorry.
What's up?
Rayon. I think it might have been going into Eau Rouge.
Hmm.
I know we both have them.
We're twinsies. All right, so everyone watching right now, this is the part at which I follow the guests from behind and I observe how they're taking their corners. Also, since I'm on the track as well, I can investigate and see where perhaps I catch. If there's any, habitual things that happen on a regular basis.
It just slides with you.
Peanut, good to see you, man. Appreciate you, friend.
Whoa.
Ooh.
What in the world was that?
That looked glitchy from my end.
Whoa. There was not even a bollard or anything here.
I was wondering if you hit a bollard, because I've had some weird things happen when I hit bollards too, but
that was strange.
Yeah, you were going, you were turning to the left, and then all of a sudden you defied physics and suddenly were going to the right.
I have no explanation for that.
Yeah, that was strange.
I was just the smallest little bit off the line too, and I don't recall even hitting a bollard or anything. That is strange. All right, we'll try again.
Yep, we'll go again. It's all right.
Now we'll tell your story about not getting a penalty there.
Yes, about not getting a penalty.
There we go. Much nicer. Got running my best. And one reason why I was catching that draft from you down Kimmel, that really helped me pick up some tenths.
Perhaps, yeah. All right, let's go around again. Kind of want to say peanut. Yeah, I think that's the idea. Appreciate you, Ultimate Racing. Thanks, man.
Too wide. Yeah, feels like losing tires a little, kind of feeling I'm getting.
Yeah, the tires temps are still in the 70s, so we're not really able to get as much temp in them. Ah, you crazy car. All right. All right, one more time around, I think. All right, once we cross the start-finish line, we'll sit and chat for a little bit, okay?
Sounds good.
All right. So, let's go over a couple things here. So, first of all, I would like to say, I think you're very smooth.
Thank you.
You have, yeah, you're a smooth guy. There's nothing that I see that is overtly, you know, just wow. Please stop that immediately.
Good.
So
I was hoping not.
yeah, which is I just, you know, I like to encourage when I can. So so yeah, that aspect of your driving style, you look very in control. You look very deliberate with how you enter corners, how you exit corners, and so forth. So what I see as a main area of improvement is how you are entering a corner and how you then get on the throttle as far as the timing of that is concerned. Now,
I'm a little late, aren't I?
yeah, and it's because, for the most part, you carry a little bit too much speed to the apex in certain cases.
I completely agree with you.
Yeah, not always.
I've known that all along. I just don't know how to stop myself from doing it.
Yeah.
Gotta figure something out.
So I'll just let you know.
It's good to have another person tell me that, because okay, now, okay, that's right.
Right.
All right.
So the reason I bring that up is because pretty much almost every corner exit I could catch you. So what that means is I was slowing up a little bit more than you before the apex, but I was also getting on the throttle sooner than you as I was entering the corner, which means I was carrying more speed on exit, right?
Yeah, on the exits. Yeah, I would see you on my radar all of a sudden, like, oh.
Right. So I want to go ahead and just sort of talk through. Let's talk through.
Yeah, go over here. Sorry, I was walking around.
Yeah, it's okay. We're just gonna get up after the straight here. But this is good stuff. What you know, the good thing about this is we're talking about a little bit of a tweak. We're not talking, you know, a major overhaul to how you drive.
That's good. I'm an old dog.
Mm-hmm.
You know what they say. It's hard to teach an old dog new tricks.
They do say that.
And I'm willing to learn and take some criticism and some observation.
So we're gonna stop.
That's the whole reason I'm here.
We're gonna stop right here at the braking point. So I'd like to take this sequence of turns as an example. Okay. I'm going to ask you, in this sequence, what is this part called? It's called something.
This is Lacombe.
This is Lacombe. Okay, so
Lacombe.
when it comes to Lacombe, where do you think the car should be at its slowest in order to gain the most exit speed?
Normally, I would say on the apex to the left-hander of the chicane here.
Correct. That is exactly right. Okay, so now what is a typical issue with this sequence is actually being a little bit too slow before that. So let me demonstrate. So number one, one little tweak that I want to mention is making sure you're getting as wide as you can as you enter a corner. So when we're entering this corner, for example, under braking, you want to move the car over to the left.
Yeah,
and then
I have not been doing it. I'm a little farther over to the right. I see what you're saying.
Yeah. So for a lot of people, and you're not really doing this, but for the sake of all the viewers as well, for what I see happen a lot is people are actually at their slowest, like sometimes right here, which is horrific. If I could just
here, you need to snap it and carry that speed through this.
Yeah.
You really need to stay hard on this apex.
Yeah. So you want to be like in the mid 80s as far as miles per hour goes, and you're still decelerating, right? You're still on the brakes and you're still decelerating all the way here. Okay. And then, like you were saying,
normally I would be in this car. I would be in second gear, coming into that right, running it hard out, and then starting to lay off, coming into this left here.
Agreed. Yeah, agreed. Okay, so now we're clipping this apex, and this is when we're thinking about getting back on the throttle, right?
This is where I lose it a lot, when I get back on the throttle a little too much if I'm in that green.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, we definitely don't want to be on the green.
Yeah, you don't want to.
Yeah, it's not helpful. Hey there, Deep. Good to see you, friend. Appreciate you exterminating the like button. There, that's what we like. You know, just destroy it. Yeah. So with this one, and I think for the most part, you're doing the right thing here, where you aren't tracking all the way wide to the right. on exit because you need to set up for the next turn coming up. And in order to properly set up, you need to be over to the left. So you get on the throttle here, and you really don't want to be any wider than this right here at this point.
Oops, sorry.
That's okay.
Sorry.
It's not my actual AMG, so I'm not worried about it. Yeah, so because if you track out wide all the way to the right on this part, you've just killed your exit for the right-hander coming up.
I agree. Malmedy up here really needs a good third gear, hard apex out, and really run off to the left as much as you can.
Yeah, and you're really, I mean, you're very close to doing it. Faster is what I would say. So one thing that will help is, once again, when you're setting up, you end up as wide as you possibly can. So you're getting your left tires onto this curbing. A question for you: what view do you use when you race?
What? I'm sorry.
What camera view do you use when you race?
I use hood view.
Your hood view. Okay. So you have a good idea. You can very much see the front of the car.
I know where the car is. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why I started using it again. Yes.
Gotcha. One fast. Appreciate you subbing up. And there's Ramboy. Good to see you, Ramboy. And Bronco. Good to see you guys. All hail Swifty. I understand. Yes. This is Group 3.
Welcome in, please.
So,
love to see you here.
by the way, if you haven't subbed up to Nando yet, everyone watching right now, please do. We got his channel pinned to the chat.
73 subs. Holy crap.
That's pretty fun. Let's get you closer to that 200 mark.
Exactly.
Now, this is where I was habitually catching. So, I was probably, nearly half a car width wider than you at this part.
I remember that, yeah.
Okay, and then I'm letting off the gas probably a little bit either earlier or more than you. And so I'd be able to get on the throttle right about here, like you were talking about, that third gear exit.
Normally I'm winding out second and in third right here where I'm at. And then I'm really smacking it in third, and I'm going to bring it into a hard late apex and swing over and use all that left that I got there.
Yeah, and then clip in this apex here. So basically, like, being on the throttle, I'm probably slowing up sooner than you. Waiting for the car to turn and get pointed, and then I'm able to get actually on the throttle earlier than you are.
And I'm carrying a little too much speed, and I'm going on the throttle late.
I think so.
You're getting that hard out that I could really use.
Yeah, exactly. And this little sequence honestly is a microcosm for most of the turns that I see. So really, I think for you, and we'll see more when we spectate, right? But for you, I think this is just going to be a matter of disciplining yourself a little bit. Likely, you're doing what you're doing because that feels fast to you.
Indeed, yeah.
Right? You wouldn't do it otherwise. So I think I have to prove to you that it's not as fast. I think, we have to dial into showing you and getting you to feel what is actually faster, okay?
Judge and jury.
Yeah, cool, man. 30 Burger, thank you for the 30 likes. Good to see you. Hey there, Lamont, good to see you. I know. It's time for some burgers, right? Okay.
I had some melon and cantaloupe for breakfast. Love it.
So what I'd like to do is I'd like to go ahead and I'd like for you to spectate me for a bit, okay? Give you a little breather. And I'm going to enter the course. You let me know when you can see, you can see me and you got display all the info up.
Details. Let me get my details. Replay options. Display all. Okay, I'm good.
Okay. So you're seeing me. You got all the good information up.
You're driving this car out a little more than I do too.
Yeah, I think since all the Group 3 got nerfed, some of the short shifters aren't as short as they used to shift.
I really thought, I know I used to make 161 miles an hour on the Camel.
Yeah.
With not drafting, it's not happening anymore. I think I'd never thought about that. I think you're right.
Yeah.
But I've been shifting around 85, 90 is the top. But maybe I should think about winding it out.
Right.
Okay. Already something maybe learned here.
Now, it definitely still has some good grunt. It's naturally aspirated, so a lot of third gear exits are still going to be really great.
Yeah, it's got a lot of, it's got torque for that.
Mm-hmm. Right.
That's one reason why I really like it here. I like it here and Bathurst. Those are my two favorite tracks from
Oh, nice.
the AMG. It's got a lot. It's really well balanced going down the dipper.
Oop, a little too much speed that time.
Yeah, no, normally I snap a second rotation and then hit third real tight on the apex on those. And just roll it through the third gear.
Okay.
I need to pay more attention.
Yep, so let's, when we're getting to the first hot lap here, so what I'd like you to do is really pay attention to when I'm getting on the throttle.
Yes.
And how much I'm slowing before the apex. And you're gonna see, you've already noticed one thing where I'm downshifting maybe a little bit more than you are.
Yes.
And that's to get that extra rotation. Ooh, that was good. I don't normally get a good exit there. All right, so
I tend to drive this as a higher torquey car, so I don't downshift as much.
mm-hmm. But yeah, the Ford GT, that used to be a really short shifter, that got nerfed so bad, that's no longer a short shifter, I don't think.
Yeah, I've noticed I had to rev it out the last couple of times I drove it.
Yeah, okay, so here we go.
My favorite.
Off the throttle, back on it. Carry the speed all the way to the slowest point here, which is mid-corner. So we're gonna decelerate all the way here up to third on the throttle.
Yeah, I'm not rotating first there. Maybe I should.
All right, here we're gonna rev out fourth, I think.
Yeah, I've been shifting down to fifth. You're rotating third, bringing fourth. Okay, that's something I can use.
Yep.
The revving out thing, I think, is revelatory so far. It's definitely one reason why I'm sure you're faster than me. I've been racing it like before any changes.
Little miss there. Okay, we're gonna really focus on exit speeds here because long straight afterwards. Tiny lift just to make sure we don't go all the way onto the green.
Sometimes you gotta do that.
Flat out, that worked. Clobber this curb. Okay, so yeah, so some of the observations that you made, I think, are pretty relevant. So one of the reasons it seems inconsequential, but going up a gear that's unnecessary, it impacts how fast and how hard you can brake. So if you're, for instance, if you're going up to fifth, that means you have to downshift twice. And
I have to brake earlier.
And you have to brake earlier. So every downshift is just an extra, and I'll just make up a number, it's extra 5 or 10 meters that it'll take for the car to slow down. Whereas if you rev out fourth, downshift to third, now that's just only one downshift. And now you actually have more braking power by doing that. Right?
Absolutely.
And then you're seeing me downshift to first in some parts.
Yeah, when you went down to first at Russell, yeah, that's something I don't do. I normally only go as far as second.
Yeah. Now, I will say this. So, here's the thing. if someone is very good on the brakes, then a downshift like that is not necessary. So what I do when I'm practicing, for instance, you know, the new dailies come out, I will often downshift more than and further than maybe the fastest Ghost will. But I'm doing that as a start. I'm building it's part of how I build a foundation, right? And then once my braking gets better, then there might be some corners where I don't have to downshift quite as much, and I can roll with second gear or third gear depending on whatever the turn is, right? Because my braking is better. Because if you do downshift and you hold that lower gear longer, you might end up decelerating more than you need to, and therefore, you know, you're having to accelerate from a slower speed. So that's not as good, right? But
Yeah, and I'm finding out too while we're going through doing this that I am still psychologically screwing myself, feeling like I can drive it as it's on softs still. You know, trying to do those same things. That's one reason why I don't downshift to first at Brazil. But now, why not?
okay,
Mediums, it's probably the faster thing to do, but I just hadn't been thinking about that.
that's an excellent point too. Yeah, the softer the compound of tire, or sorry, the harder the compound of tire,
Yeah,
the
much
less
better exit
the
speed.
less speed you're gonna end up taking through a corner. So you may need even more of a lower gear. I do find that that's especially true when we have like a daily where like racing hards and racing softs are required.
It's fun.
That's always wild, right? And so that can
Yep.
that can be even an extra reason to use those lower gears. And the other way, even when you're on softs, but if your softs are wearing, and the softs are, you know, they're past their prime, we'll say, that can be an event where you start to downshift more as well, so you can continue to hug the corners like you should. All right. So yeah, some good stuff there. Anything else from you? We're about to spectate you here. Um,
No, no. Let me put some of this stuff in action.
yeah, let's do it. I like it.
All right. Are we ready?
We're ready. I see you.
Oop. Shift it all the way.
Yeah, I think right now with the way this is, if you just let it blink at you for a split second, just let it blink at you a little bit, that works fine. If you need to upshift to third on certain exit, then that's cool. I think it's still really comfortable when you do that.
Screw that up. And it's still a warm-up lap.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I can see the worth of first gear there.
Mm-hmm. Very close. We just needed to slow up a little bit more there.
Yep, I felt that too. See, I've been upshifted into fourth right there before campus too, so I'm gonna keep it in third like I just did. See how that works
Yeah,
out.
if you're worried about going wide there, a short shift to fourth is probably still okay. It's kind of, if you do that, it's kind of like a lift, you know?
Yeah, yeah. And so that is a key place. Going wide is really easy to do.
Mm-hmm. That it is.
Alrighty. All right. We're for real, people.
First hot
What
lap.
is this?
Here we go.
This is not a drill. Come on, 160.
Almost.
Yeah, I should have kept it in second. I'm thinking, almost hit one of those moments. All right, let's get for real. Not for real right now.
You ended up,
Losing it.
it's one of my favorite phrases, but you ended up too slow too soon for that corner. When you got at your slowest, you got on the throttle, but it was too soon for that.
Yeah, screwed that lap up. All right, put that one in our pockets. Let's finish it the best we can.
Mm-hmm. All good.
All right, let's make this next one work.
Yep, all good.
There we go.
Beecham asks, is there a way to recognize good corner shapes, but maybe brake reference needs to change? I find that most of the time, brake references are all right. It often has to do with the turn-in point.
All right. That was a horrible source.
So good.
Have to lift there.
The
downshift
the gearing was weird, but your line was really good. Your line was excellent there.
That was strange. I don't know how I missed my downshift. All right, enough that red. Come on. Handle, you're better than this, bro.
Ooh, very nice there. It's tough to time that one. All right, all good. Let's go again.
A little better.
Good.
That's the way I should be doing it.
That's it. Yeah. That's what's fast there.
Screwed that up. Just brought myself back in there. Way too deep. Tires are feeling off. Bless it.
All right, one more time around.
Yeah. Got to be a good one in here somewhere. Got to be a good one somewhere. I'm just not on my game. Perfect. Good fun, everybody, too.
It's all good. That's what this is for. Hey there, Sparkles. Good to see you.
Yeah, I'm having a really hard time getting used to revving this thing out. And it's kind of changed my breaking points in my mind. I think that's the problem, but it's just practice, 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 practice.
All right. All right, go ahead and park her there. Okay, so here's I have a sentence here. So this is what I'm seeing. If I was the doctor and diagnosing the problem, you ready? This is what we would say. So when in the braking zone, you're often not beginning with 100% brake pressure. I don't know if you realize that, but yeah, that's something that's happening, especially on big braking zones. You actually are
I need to readjust my brakes. The calibration throws itself off every now and again for some reason. It changes itself. Sometimes they just brake on their own.
I hear that.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're not braking 100% pressure in a straight line.
Gotcha. I did not notice that. No.
Yeah. Okay. So, and that's why we do the spectating, because that way we can see it. So habitually, this isn't just a one-off, but habitually, you're too slow too soon going into the corners. As a result, you end up on the throttle too soon. And what ends up happening then is that results in having to lift on exit. So it's a ripple effect, right? So
Yeah, I noticed that coming out of Malmedy every time. It's like,
mhm.
man, I gotta lift. I shouldn't be lifting. I should be throttling right through this, but I'm
Right,
lifting.
right. So I want you to spectate me again,
Okay.
and we're gonna. I'm just going to not going full speed, but I'm just gonna sit on certain spots here, and I can show you what we're talking about. Yeah, Nielsen. What was it? Was it you or Polly Mazda who said I need a shirt that says "Too slow, too soon"? If we open up a store, I think we're gonna have to have lead shirts that say "Too slow, too soon" for sure. I say it a lot, but that's because you all do it a lot too. Yeah, we'll get to that one in a moment. We'll start with this one here. Okay. It was Polly? Okay, yeah. Alright, so this is our first one we're going to talk about. So check it out. This turn is 180 degrees, right?
Yeah.
Where would you say you want to be at your slowest?
Oh, Christ. Pretty much got two apexes. Kind of, I suppose, coming out of the last apex, you want to be at your slowest so you can have a proper line to accelerate.
Okay. Interesting, because that's kind of the opposite of what you typically do. So you want to be at where you want to be.
Carrying too much speed.
No, not in this case. No. So you end up where you want to be at your slowest is mid corner. Okay. That's where you want to be at your slowest because it's a double apex. That's also where you want to be. You're at your widest.
You know what? Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. I'm talking about it different. I'm talking about, yes, you want to be slow there because you want to pitch your apex and find that the place where you can get on the accelerator.
Right.
Hard coming out. Yeah, that's what I meant. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Not at
so
not at
you're seeing me right now, correct? And you're seeing everything. Okay, so habitually, you are at your slowest on this corner right here. You see how early that is?
Way too soon. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. You guys are hilarious. Blank says guilty.
I am. I'm guilty.
Oh, there's Polly Mazda. I join in here. Too slow, too soon. I love you guys. You guys are too much fun. Okay, yes. So let's go through the ripple effect then. Naturally, when we're driving and we get off the brakes, what do we want to do? We want to get on the throttle, right?
Exactly.
So this is way too early to be on the throttle. But nevertheless, because we're at our slowest here, we want to get on the throttle. So we end up on the throttle, right? And now we actually are seeing, oh, this is all wrong. We got to get off the throttle.
Yeah.
And then we're on the throttle again, but we're hesitant. So when we get off the throttle again, and then maybe by this point, we're actually back on the throttle.
Decent, yeah, because, okay, all right, I'm not going to hit that green and go off. I can give it some throttle.
Yeah.
It's not a great corner.
So it's we're slowing up too much, then we're back on the throttle, then we're off, then we're back on. When it should be a smooth deceleration all the way to the slowest point of the turn,
Gotcha.
then on the throttle. If you've nailed it, you can get full throttle. If certain cars, whatever, you're working your way up to full throttle, right? Okay, so this is where it showed its ugly head quite a bit. On over here. So sometimes you weren't as wide as we really wanted you to be, even on this one. I did like how you were incorporating second gear, but and I understand why. You probably weren't letting it roll in second gear quite long enough. Second gear should scream at you a little bit so that once you're right here, you're back up to third and you're on the throttle. So I want you to, I think one of the things we kind of need to talk about is, let's talk about our approach to a corner. So we want to approach a corner with the objective of getting on the throttle either at or before the apex. And we need to do whatever it takes to get the car to do that, basically, and not go too wide or not crash, right? So on this corner, for instance, this is where we need to be at our slowest. This is also where we need to be on the throttle, okay?
This track especially has some really tricky astroturf that, you know, it's intimidating.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I agree with that. This is a different type of corner, but we've talked about it. So we're decelerating all the way down here, and this is where we need to be at our slowest. And slowest is like 103, 104 right here.
Gotcha.
So what I'm seeing is, for the most part, any turn for you that's 90 degrees or more, you end up at your slowest too soon, to some degree. Sometimes it's worse than others. This one is a long right-hander that sets up for a left-hander, right? So once again, this is you end up at your slowest. And I like your entrance. Your entrance is good. But you end up at your slowest right here.
I like to flash second and hug and then get in a third as soon as I can.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm usually slow right around there. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so we're at you're at like low 70s at this point, typically.
Yeah, because I'm in second right there, yeah.
Yeah, you need to be in the 80s here.
Mm.
You still need to be in the 80s here, okay? Same, so we're carrying that speed all the way to here. This is where you need to be at your slowest. Now, the reason for that is because you have to set up for this next turn. Because you don't want to be traveling out too wide to the left, right?
No, you want to be off to the right and use that space to bring it
Yep.
to the left.
And then we're going to lift here. Right? We're going to lift and then get on the throttle right here to carry that speed through. Whereas for you, typically, you're on the throttle right about here.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. All right, and I really want to get... So, yeah, let's go to... Nothing too glaring here. I mean, it's the same thing. You can still...
Not turning in quick enough. I've been really wide almost every time on this one.
Yeah.
So I know I'm doing that wrong.
Yeah.
That's not normal for me, so...
No problem, yeah. Let's see. So, heading towards the chicane, this is where very often you weren't 100% braking. Let me get over there.
Yeah, I'll have to take a look at my calibration again. It sets itself. I don't understand. It's true brake, so I don't understand it. It's not like it's all dirty or anything.
Yeah.
But every once in a while, it just kind of... It's not 100% the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah, so you begin braking at the right point, which is about right here. But you actually, look at my brake... if you look at my input right there, you're actually braking like in this range right here. And then something happens, I'm not sure what, by the time...
That could be on purpose in some points, because I want to carry quite a bit of speed here, but not too much speed. So I don't want to outbrake myself, which is a lot of people do.
True, yeah.
Too slow here.
Right.
So I like to get off it and carry first gear through and hug, hop that the right turn here, but I'm listening. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. So I mean, that's great feedback. So I think our approach probably needs to change there.
Okay.
When you find yourself in a big, heavy braking zone like this, you really want to be you want to find out what the latest you can genuinely brake is. Because if you are just sort of casually on the brakes, I'll call it, you're actually losing speed. You're losing time in the braking zone, essentially. So, and let's think about it speed-wise, right? So if you're braking as late as possible, let's call braking late as possible is right here.
Yeah.
Now you must be full brake, right, to make the corner, okay? You must be full brake all the way here until you get to the turn-in point. And the car now is is going slow enough so that when you tell it to turn to hit this first apex, it will do it. Okay? compare that to, you know, braking a little bit earlier and just sort of casually heading to this turn-in point.
I was gonna say, yeah, I brake a little earlier and I coast in first up that right.
Yeah. Yeah, you should. Your objective should be, you know how you're talking about right on the edge and feeling that. So right on the edge for a big braking zone is braking as late as you possibly can handle, so that when you get to the turn-in point, you're right where the car wants to be as far as speed goes. Now, obviously that's hard to execute. I don't always execute it properly, and there are some situations where, man, it's a big pain in the rear to make it happen.
This turn is especially, the angles are just amazingly difficult to get perfect every time.
Yeah. So this next turn right here, this hairpin, turn 1, is the same situation. Where, and this is...
I really like to hug the inside and use the bank of the track itself to help me rotate.
Yeah, so I think, Nando, I think this is huge right here, what we're talking about, okay? I'm thinking about how I want to really describe this. So, let's break it down step by step with this one, okay? So, let's say you brake... and you brake a little bit earlier than is necessary for the car to handle, right? So you're right here for, let's say, okay?
Yeah.
And then...
I normally start braking about 75.
Okay. That's good. That's proper. But we're not max braking. We're 80, 70%, and then maybe at the very end we end up 100%, okay? But what takes place is, now the car is able to handle a turn-in right here. It'll do it. The trouble is, this is too soon to turn in, okay? You feel me?
Yeah.
Now you have to, when you get to the apex, the car really isn't pointed towards the exit. The car is pointed to the bleachers over there.
It's difficult to get on it early the way I take this corner.
Mm-hmm. So now you're not able to get on the throttle now. You have to wait for the car to turn a little bit more, and you can get on the throttle maybe about now. Okay? So not only because of your narrower entrance, not only have you carried less speed towards the apex, you have also now damaged your exit speed because you have to get on the throttle later. Now let's compare that with what I would consider a more proper line, okay? So we're braking as late as we possibly can. Max brake in a straight line. Downshifting. We turn out here. And because we braked later, we actually would not have been able to turn in earlier without scrubbing the tires something fierce, right?
Yeah.
Now we're carrying actually a little bit more speed around this, and we can get on the throttle now. We're still turning. Now we're not full throttle, but we're still turning. We're able to straighten.
We get on it right there.
Yeah, and then we're straightening as much as we can on exit and going like that, okay? All right. One more corner. This one you were the most consistent at doing it rather poorly, okay? So if I could be so blunt. Again, I do want to reiterate, this isn't massive changes technically that you need to do. This is still tweaks, I would say. Okay? All right. So we're at the braking point. This one was very telling to me. So remember how we talked about we want to be at our slowest at the second apex, right? The left-hander.
Yeah, I tended to be too fast there.
You did. It's interesting. I'll tell you, I'll break down exactly what you were doing here. So you would be braking in a straight line. You did get your left tires onto the curb a little bit, although I would say you could probably do a little bit more than what I saw. But here's the incredible thing. So right here, you would be at low 70s, 71, 72 miles per hour, right here. You know where you really want to be? Low 80s.
Yeah, kind of figure about 20 faster.
About 10 to 15 faster.
10, 15 faster.
Yeah. So you're losing so much time in this part right here. And so why that's happening is because right here, actually, hang on, right about here, instead of being, we'll call it, 30 to 40% brake pressure, you see my input there?
Yeah.
You're in this range right here, 60 to 70% brake pressure. So you're overslowing the car when the car can actually handle a lot more. So again, we talked yesterday about being on the limit. We're not close to the limit here. We're well within the capabilities of the car here, right? So instead of, and so what happens then, you've overslowed the car. So now when we come to getting from this apex to the next one, we're on the throttle. Actually, you were on the throttle quite a bit, and you were staying in the 70s. You weren't actually accelerating too much. You were just sort of coasting in the 70s.
Yeah. Kind of staging where I could get it in a third gear and worry about
But just like you were saying, you were too fast here. It's true. You were actually, like mid to high 70s normally at this point, when you want to be right around 70 miles per hour. So yeah, what we want to be doing is decelerating. You're still decelerating from this apex to the next one. Decelerate, decelerate, decelerate. Then you're at your slowest at the proper point, which is slower than what you were typically being, and then you can get on the throttle and really be comfy, honestly. All right, that might have been a lot, and
it makes sense because Group 3, I tend to not try to push them exactly to their limits because of, like I said, I kind of miss that feel for one thing, so I tend to be more conservative. There's guys that have done nothing but sim racing who can push it to complete limit. I can't feel some of it, so yeah, I'm more conservative. I'm not breaking, I'm not coming out. I'm not doing what I know I can do, what I want to do, and being on the edge. So
yeah,
you point out a lot of areas that I can push this car where I'm just, I get intimidated. I don't want to lose it.
So let me.
Fine, everything's going good. Why try this?
Yeah. So let me explain briefly why this works the best. Why it is fast. It's because when you're on the very edge, limit of grip and such, that means you've transferred the weight.
Still doing it.
That means you've transferred the weight very heavily to the outer tires, and that maintains the grip levels. So even with this, let's go to the next corner actually. So so remember how you're typically at your slowest right here?
Yes.
So what that does is you're on the brakes all the way to this point. You had weight towards the front and a little bit to the left side of the car. But now that you have to get on the throttle and then lift and then on the throttle and so forth, that sequence, what you're doing is you're unloading the outer tires when you do that. And whereas you would have had grip if you'd stayed on the limit of grip, then
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Right. So when you come through here properly, you're decelerating, you're turning, you're trail braking, decelerate, and then you're at your slowest right here. You transfer from brake to throttle, right? And you do not unload the outer tires. That's critical. If you're gonna be fast, that's what has to happen. You cannot unload the weight on the outer tires, even on exit.
I think you hit a really important point right there.
Yes.
Because yeah, I tend to butterfly the throttle on many courses, many tracks, many places. Kind of like Senna. Not that I'm saying I'm like Senna, but I try to feel where that grip is, and by doing that, I'm unloading the tires and I'm losing speed that I could have.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do one more lap here, and I'm just gonna try and demonstrate that. Okay. So, and I'm not even necessarily pushing too hard here. And in a little bit, we'll get you on the daily and see how we can maybe put some of this together. But just one more time through here. And this is what I mentioned yesterday when we talked a little bit, how weight transfer is the key to being fast. It really, really is. So when you unload the outer tires, you basically rob yourself of grip that you could have had. Even coasting there for a moment, I'm still on the limit there. Here we're gonna... Ooh, little miss on the second apex. Little miss on that apex too. But I'm using the gearing, I'm using the weight of the car to really, especially here, big time here, keep that weight on the right side of the car all throughout here so we get as much grip as possible. Here, a back-to-back turn is serious. You're going to whip... Oops, I did not do that well.
Yeah, you got to really, really whip it.
Whip it to transfer that weight quickly.
That is important. And I've been kind of lax doing that on that corner.
Okay, so, I mean, it's a quick, not perfect, but a quick demonstration of how that looks and what that looks like corner after corner, okay? So, what I'm hoping to do when we, I overheard someone talking, if you need to go, that's fine, but...
Oh, no.
No.
It was just,
okay.
My wife thought it was over. I was like, no.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
No, we're good.
Hello, Mrs.
I
Button.
didn't hear anything. He said hello. She says hello.
Very nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and close this lobby. All right.
Okay.
And you go ahead and initiate a share screen with us. The limit of traction and the optimal traction are directly proportional. I love Beecham. Beecham, your words just make me so happy.
All right, let's see here. And
yes, I think that's accurate, Beecham. I think that's the proper way to say it. It's when you're right on the limit. You're on the limit because all the inertia is those lateral G-forces are at their max. All right, we see what you see, good sir.
All right, good deal. Now, what are we doing?
So we're going to the daily.
Daily.
And we're just gonna enter the practice. And just go ahead and practice like you normally would. If you use a ghost, go ahead and use a ghost. If you do it normally on your own, go ahead and do that.
Yeah, ghosts are way too distracting.
Got it. Fair enough. Hey there, Wiki. Good to see you. Not to be used without express written permission of Beecham Inc. Okay, fair enough.
Too bad, man. It's already a bumper sticker.
All right, so at this point, everyone watching right now, this is when we hop on board and do a share screen. So FernandoButton's on the actual daily. You can see his time. Oh, it's not a 20.2, it's a 20.8. Okay. And so we get a chance to try and put all of this together that we've been discussing and see if we can get a better time put up. And it's cool when it happens live on stream, but it's not necessary. I mean, for us, my thinking, it's much more important that we're able to translate what we learn from today to future tracks,
Exactly.
future opportunities.
Yes. With me, it's only going to really sink in until I really practice it. I'll tell you that right now. It may not come out immediately.
Did you want to check your brakes before we actually really get into this?
Oh yeah, wait a minute.
Want to check
Okay,
your brake?
why am I not all the way up? That's so weird. Okay, yeah, let me do that.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. That's worth it here to make sure we're proper there. Because yeah, it just showed up again
I was
where.
just, yeah, that wasn't right. Yeah, I was hitting full brake right there.
Okay.
I should have full brake at 64% or so is the way I like it. Something's off.
Okay. Well, yeah. Let's actually visibly see here what's happening. Okay.
That's kind of where I like it, right around there.
Yep. And I understand that because my goodness. So let me yeah, just get it set where you want. If you want it back to 64.
Let me see. Except at 69, 70 feels good.
Okay.
That should be all right.
All right. Go ahead.
Feels good.
Go ahead and
Accelerator's fine.
yeah. Go ahead and hit OK. So I just want to go back to sorry. Go back to that graphic, the calibration. Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, stay right here, and I just want to see you get to 100% from this screen here.
Okay. Actually, that's a little too much. Let me bring it down a little.
That's cool. Yep.
4. Okay.
Okay.
Would be good there.
Let's see it again. Let's see it again.
There
Yeah.
we go.
I want to see.
That feels perfect now.
Okay. Yeah, you
It
don't.
was not looking like that on the game
No,
or on the race.
it was not. It was very much in straight lines. It was very much hovering right in that 70 to 80% mark.
But yeah, I noticed it. I did. Yeah, it was not right because I had my foot down. So not right.
Right. Okay, good. That's helpful. We need that.
Yes, we do.
This game's hard enough.
Make a huge difference.
SD, what's going on, man? You been lurking? Okay. Oh yeah, you got some stewards work. I gotcha. For the JCCR League. Sweet. All right, so just as a reminder, even on this outlap here, just really remember that our objective is we're trying to get on the throttle either at or before the apex. Gotcha. So brake and turn the car with that in mind. This sequence, try to carry some more speed through that first apex.
Oops.
She got a little loose.
Yeah, I got a little loose.
Hey, Rogue K, good to see you, man. Whew, nice.
Felt much better.
Yeah, that was rapid. Good. Probably don't need fourth there. That's one shift.
Yeah, that's
too many.
It's just one of those things spiked into my brain from racing so many,
Yeah.
with softs.
All good. Yep.
It really helps with softs. But I guess I need to keep these wraps up. That's one thing, like I said, we hadn't been doing was keeping the RPMs proper.
Very nice there. All right, tough corner here. Let's see if we can get on the throttle at least middle, right at the apex, but definitely not after. I don't mind that. We were a little wide of the apex, but it was a good looking line. You can see you're actually gaining time. there are mistakes and then there are good mistakes, and I think that was a good one based off what we're trying to accomplish.
Yeah, I definitely went in way later than normal. Right here is my deal.
That was quite good. Not perfect, but quite good. Okay, still too early. Still too.
Yeah, I felt it way too early.
Good. There she goes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Way too early.
But I'm glad
that.
Yeah, I'm glad you saw that and felt that. You recognize how that went. So yeah, I think you're afraid, just a little tentative of going too deep into that corner. So you end up end up heavy on the brakes for too long. Whereas if
I don't know why. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah,
I feel real hesitant to go deep.
You don't have to. If you begin to trail brake more on that corner, the car's going to do it. The car's going to rotate. Yeah, people are liking how you did all that first sector, though. That was really nice.
I appreciate it. Thanks, guys. So don't need fourth gear here.
Correct. Just one more shift that will...
that's my line right there.
You see that?
That's how I'm supposed to do it.
Good.
Well, that's how I do it all the time. I'm not doing it today. That's my line. I told you I was going way too deep for some reason in that corner.
Yeah.
At campus.
Yeah.
That's my line. That's normally how I take it. Finally, Nando. All right, it's not going to be a good time.
That's all right.
Another one.
Yep, but there was a lot of good to take from that. Good. Excellent. Really nice. Really nice there. Yeah. Okay. Let's see if we can replicate this or maybe even improve a little bit on this part.
Oh.
Little miss. It's recoverable, though.
No.
Lost the back end.
I lost it. Let me start over again, please.
Yep, no problem. Yeah, Ghost Metal saying beautiful first corner. Yeah, it was a great exit. And it all comes from that entrance. It's getting you pointed at the right way there.
We are still, nothing's changed, right? Okay, good. Sorry, take a drink of juice.
No, drink away. Just so you guys, while we're watching Nando go on the outlap here, perhaps you're watching, maybe you've watched a couple times before, or maybe this is your first time in, but I do these Learn with Leads just about every Saturday. If you're interested, or at least want to have a discussion about getting on, you can reach out to me at PSN at leadpencil 2017 there. I encourage you also, you can join our Discord. And you can DM me on Discord as well. We are booked until about late August, so we're actually not too far behind right now. We were really behind back in the spring. But yeah, right now the wait isn't too bad. Much better there, Nando. Oh, that was good. That was good. You're getting the car turned before. Yeah, but you're getting the car turned before. That was better too. Solid improvement there. That's all right, Blank. Also in August, I am beginning the weekly one-on-one coaching. We're calling it the Lead Pencil Speed Force Academy. And that's where I become your personal coach for as long as you want. There is a tiered system, and you can eventually graduate if you want. But you pay as you go. It's not like you spend it all up front. You're paying weekly as you go. And so yeah, that's the link for that right there. You can check out more details with that link, and then if you want, you can also sign up there as well.
And we're coming up to a hot lap. It's Chris Economac. You can watch your FernandoButton here at Spa or Frank Sharp. Yeah. Sorry. Went in my announcer mode.
You just had to do it. I understand.
Nope. Way too hot. I gave myself an announcer's curse.
The guys are loving it. They're cracking up. Ooh, just off your best time there. Very nice. Oh, so close.
Stop.
So close.
Dang it. I gotta ruin that.
BL says that sounded legit. Just a reminder, you can experience this and more if you sub up to Nando. You got his channel pinned to chat there. Please give the man a sub and come on back.
The legendary channel that is FernandoButton's Happy Fun Time Power. I did it. I told you about that, didn't I? I super chatted Steve Super GT.
Yes.
And
he said
I just put the legendary channel that is FernandoButton's Happy Fun Time Hour, and so of course he read it, and so I snipped the audio and use it on my channel.
It's fantastic.
Too shallow again. I'm not concentrating on this lap, honestly. I'm really not.
Yeah.
This is kind of an outlap again.
It is, yeah. Okay, Mazda, appreciate you, bud. Sounds good. Well, actually, do you are for PHG or anything else? Do you end up doing any commentary, Nando?
No, I've thought about doing it. I did for BHR for a while.
BHR, you did. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, because Ghost Metal in chat here says Nando needs to be hired to be a racing commentator now.
And we're coming along there, coming down on campus here. He went to fourth gear again. What's wrong with this man?
It's wrong.
All right, this is a non-lap anyway, remember.
Yep.
Good one's coming up.
Oh. Now it's not. Now it's a debit.
No, we're going to push harder. We're going to make this one a good lap anyway.
Okay. Rogue, it's your second time here. Very cool. Appreciate everybody hanging out. Appreciate the 40+ likes.
All right, here we go. Hot.
Good. Strong exit there.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm losing time on Camille. I could feel that.
We might have missed the 40 burger. Yeah, I can't remember if we did or not. Hey there, Portal. Good to see you, bud. Got me on the big screen again. Man, I feel important.
I feel cursed. All right, this next lap is going to be a good lap. I promise. Our spectators, I'm disappointing you right now. Get this penalty out of the way.
Yeah, tire temps should be right at their optimal now, too. So this is a good time to start pushing.
All right.
Yeah, about as good as they're going to get. Just as a reminder, after the Learn with Lead, I'll spend about an hour or so doing a little bit more prep for August coaching. We can hang out if you guys have questions. You're thinking about doing it, but not sure. You can certainly talk to me a little bit there, and we can kind of hash some of that out. We do have, last I checked, we had 4 people signed up already, which I'm really grateful for and excited about as well.
And back to my old ways.
Could have been worse. It was close to what it needed to be, I would say. But yeah, it could have turned in a little bit later. I appreciate that, Portal. You crazy man. All right. Here we go. Good. I really like a lot of the improvement there. It's not completely dialed in, but you're carrying speed better through that first apex. Little early on the throttle. Yeah, just a little bit. It compromised that entrance there.
Screwed them up.
All right, carry the speed through here. Wait. Yeah, there we go. So you did it. You got off the brake and got on the throttle right away, where you probably just needed to let the car roll a little bit before getting on that throttle.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Good speed through there. That was good. You actually turned in early there for the left-hander.
All right, let's do another one for real. Can't believe it. Stage fright. The guy who's got his own YouTube channel has got stage fright.
Good entrance. Whew. Very nice.
Thank you.
Crying out loud, right on the cusp. Yeah, strong push out of there. That's marvelous.
Felt good. See if we can keep it going. I'm flat. Completely flat. Come on now. There we go. That was a little better.
Lord Ragnar, appreciate you coming in, bud. How do you compare your coaching versus Digit Edge, Matt, or others? Don't know that I've technically compared myself to any of them. I mean, technically, I've never taken any of their courses or coaching or anything like that, so I'm not sure, what they would do differently. But my approach, my general approach is, I like to see what my guest or my student does well. I like to see what they do, what their weaknesses are. I mean, I have to identify the student's learning style. I have to see what their tendencies are. So, one of the things that I'm often doing is I'm deciding whether the student is this a person who sends it too much and overdrives the car, or is it someone who leans more towards being too conservative? and honestly, that's huge, because where someone's coming from, whatever extreme they're coming from, or whichever extreme they lean towards, we kind of got to bring them and balance that out some, and that's big when it comes to doing this. So again, I'm not sure how I would compare it, because I'm not sure what they do, but those are some of the information and the what I tried to accomplish. And Nando, that was a great lap.
Thank you.
Woo, you took almost a second off, dude.
Well, I actually was even better in my delta, and I lost some right there at the bus stop.
Go ahead and save best lap replay, please. Save best lap replay. We'll take a little bit of time and look at that together, okay?
Very good.
And then we'll get to wrapping this session up. But yeah, save best lap replay, and let's go and look at that together, okay?
All right.
Beecham, while we wait for that, Beecham says, I think coaching can be had by many different people. It seems the differences are communication styles, whether that aligned with learning style. Yeah, that's excellent. It's really well put. Everyone has their own way of coaching. Portal says it's up to you to figure it out, because Led doesn't talk down or compare himself, so experience Led for yourself. You will not regret it at all. Well, I appreciate that, Portal.
Okay. Do we want to do what, like hood view? How do you want to do it?
Let's go ahead and turn it on. We can do hood view, since that's what you typically use and see. And let's just display all the info, and then we should be good. All right, I want to... we're going to watch this together. I want you first to critique your own lap. And so if you want to pause it at some point after you see something, tell me what you thought was good or what was bad. Go ahead. All right?
Gotcha. Yeah. I still, and down in Russell, I'm still braking too early and not letting myself, really have a good hard out.
Mm-hmm.
Still having to feather it out. That right there, I did it better, but I think if I could maybe shave a whole second off if I could do it right.
Okay. Yep. All right, let's look at this one here. Mm-hmm. Oh.
That felt proper.
Yes. that was marvelous.
Right here is where I'm still.
Yeah.
You see, I'm too much.
So
I shouldn't be turning in right there.
Real quick, go ahead and back up 10 seconds. And use, instead of bringing up this menu, use the option button to pause. Go ahead and...
how do you do... Oh,
yeah.
Like that? Okay.
Yeah, hit O so we can see the everything. Yeah, there you go.
I didn't know you could do that.
Yep. So go ahead and pause at the braking zone. Right there, yep. Okay, so we're just getting on the brakes. It's actually hard because your car is red. It's hard to see the...
Yeah, just barely on the brakes right here, yes.
Okay. All right, so go ahead and...
There we go.
Yep, still max brake. Go ahead, ooch a little bit more forward. Okay, yeah, stop it. All right, I want to go ahead and back it up a little bit more. Sorry. Let's go ahead and back up 10. Yep. Yeah. All right. All right. Let's go. All right, so go ahead and pause at the braking point right here. There we go. Okay. Look at this. You see your brake input? I know it's hard to see. If you want to change view real quick, actually, just so we can see that.
I can see it. No, I see exactly what you're... I'm barely halfway on.
Yeah, so you need to be probably more in the 25 to 30% range. And still in second gear at this point.
Yeah, I'm braking way too early there still.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's too hard. It's braking too hard, and I feel... Now, this turn, it's a pain. And one of the things, we didn't talk about this earlier, but there's negative camber on this turn, or in other words, it's sloping away.
Leaning out, exactly.
Yeah. So not only is there not banking, it's like negative banking. So that's why this one requires some more patience, right?
Yeah. This is not an easy turn. It never has been for me.
Yeah. So once you see that bollard over to the right there,
yeah,
that's probably where you want to actually have shifted to first. You're going to continue to trail brake all the way to that point, that mid corner point. All right. Now go ahead and just ooch forward, just a little at a time. Keep going a little bit. One more time. Okay, stop. Okay, so you were at 54 miles per hour just a little bit ago. You saw that?
Yeah.
You look at your point on the map there. You see you're not quite at mid corner, right?
Yeah.
You see that?
Yes.
And you're
not quite.
and you're on the throttle right now. You see that?
That's not right.
And that's too soon. Okay.
Yes.
Too slow, too soon. Really quick, I see some folks saying things. I don't know what an icmophobe is, backbone. Anyone know what that is? Yeah, BL says I need to look up that word. Sorry, just catching up with chat there. Okay. But the right left right was it was just magisterial. It was gorgeous. I want you to go back to that. And I really want to point this out. So yeah, so we've identified how this isn't so great. This is so good. Let's see the inputs again. Yep. All right. Go ahead and pause at the breaking point here. Okay, so what I want us to see, there's a point at the second apex where you get on the throttle just a tad, and then you have the most important lift of your life after that. Okay, I want you to see that lift. Go ahead and let it roll. Here it is, downshift, carrying the speed. That lift right there. Oh my goodness. I know I'm flipping out here, but did you see it? It is so subtle. All right, go ahead and back up one more time.
I had to do it.
Yes.
I just had that feeling. Got to do it. Got to lift right here, or you're going to lose your line.
And the cool thing is, remember how we were talking about weight transfer and all of that? You had all the weight on the right side of the car at that point. And that little lift just made sure, here it is, lift, boom, back on. It's gorgeous.
Thank you.
I love it.
Thank you. Now the embarrassment is Brazil. Yep. Way too early trying to use that apex. I knew what I was doing. Like, how can I get out of this?
Okay, pause right there. I want to go back to the setup for that corner. No, Lord, that's not it. So in the course, as part of the coaching process, I'm setting goals for you in certain sectors. So it's not that if you don't do that, I'm not going to coach you. It is part of the course that you would be asked to get to those goals. That's part of the process of getting you faster. That's what that is. Okay, yeah. So I love this. You're in second gear. You're just on the brakes. Let's go ahead and ooch forward. Yep. 50% brake. Up to third really early. On the throttle before the apex. That's rapid.
Thank you.
That is rapid. That's what we want. Okay, let's see how we go here. Slight adjustment there. So you had to lift just a bit.
Just a bit.
But your entrance speed was so spot on that you didn't lose much time there. Goodness. Back that up again. Oh man. I'm loving this. Do it again. And pause mid corner if you don't mind. Okay. So you dropped to like 78. Just barely. So I mean it was magnificent. So you were just spot on all the way through that deceleration area. You slowed up just right. You did not get too slow too soon. And you carried that you carried that speed all the way to, and you were on the throttle earlier than I expected. But what's really cool is that you did the right thing for the Merc. You got up to third nice and early. The car is pointed, and now you're heavy on the throttle setting up for this. Okay, keep going. Yep, good patience there, and still tracked
That's
out
my
wide.
Senna-esque accelerators right there. Doop, 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 trying to find where's that edge? Where can I
Ooh.
really hit it?
I want us to see that rotation. Can you back up to that corner again? All right, Leah, let's see that. Second gear rotated this car beautifully. Little skirt, but
That's how I like to take it.
yeah,
That's how I like to
you
take it.
clobbered that apex, so that was great. Really confident on the throttle there, still made it.
Then I lost at the bus stop. I was a full second and like 1.2 seconds up right
That
there
is a lot better. I
before the bus
thought
stop.
if my standards were not gonna. Oh no, that's not it. No, it's not about standards. It's not. Yeah, it's not. I see what you're saying. It's not about like, here, achieve this, then I'll coach you. No, it's I'm coaching you to achieve that is what's going on. So
Yep, out too wide, get right there. There's where I lost my time.
little bit,
Right there.
but you carry good speed through there. So that's great. It was really great. It really came together. I have rarely seen it come together so like swiftly like that. It's really nice. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and exit the share screen there.
Okay.
So let's break it down. So I mean, you saw it all come together there, right? I mean,
I felt it, yeah.
and props to you for executing it. Like that's not easy to do. So it's well done. Yeah, Blake says beautiful lap regardless, Nando. Well done.
Thank you, Teeter.
Okay, so let's just review. So I have a couple things. So that's great. You beat your time here. You knocked almost a full second off. But what's really important is we carry this towards, the dailies for Monday. We translate this to when you're racing against T Case and his boys, right? And everything else that you're doing. So, I got.
So watch out, Blankenship. I'm coming for you.
Yeah, I agree.
He was hot last Sunday, man. Whew, on fire.
All right, so I have the way I've broken this down for you, Nando. This isn't gonna. We've talked about this, but we've talked about a lot of different things. So I just want to boil it down to two main points. Okay, two main points for you. So when you're practicing, whatever it is you're doing, number one, I want you to make getting on the throttle at or before the apex mandatory. Okay?
Gotcha.
That is your objective. If you're having trouble doing that, really stop and evaluate what it is that's going on, okay? That's the real critical element to it, all right? Make that mandatory. Now, the second point is I'm going to give you symptoms, okay? I'm going to give you symptoms of a root problem, right? So if you're having, the main symptom is if you're having to lift on exit, that's your big tell. That's your big tell that something isn't quite right with your entrance. So either you're too slow too soon, you're on the throttle too soon, a combination of both of those possibly, right? Yeah. So make sure, with that, especially the longer corners, make sure you are really carrying that speed, carrying through the deceleration zone, not overslowing the car, right? And those sorts of things. So that's my main takeaways for you, man. Mentally, focus on that. And I really think your times in Group 3 especially are going to come down. Now, I did not ask you to do this in the session because I thought it might be too much. But let me just give you something that you may want to experiment with, okay? You may want to experiment with brake balance fully to the rear, okay? And here's why.
Some cars, I like it that way, but go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so here's why. Okay, here's why you want to do that. So let me actually, before I say it, let me make sure we understand there are three reasons to move brake balance, okay? One reason is because you want to save tires. So you focus on moving your brake balance for that purpose. Second purpose is for control under braking. Some cars can get really wacky under braking.
Yeah,
And
yeah. If you
so,
don't have that balance far to the rear, they don't want to rotate. Some of them, absolutely.
yeah, well, or they want to rotate too much if and so you lose control under braking, right?
It's like a Porsche.
Right, exactly. So, and then the third reason, which is normally what people are looking, is for speed, is to be fast. So, brake balance to the rear, when you're properly applying the right amount of trail braking going into the corner, more brake power to the rear tires is gonna hasten the rotation of the car. Okay?
Yeah, I'd rather play with oversteer than understeer any day. Absolutely.
Right. So with you, with you being at +2 with the Merc, you're getting some of that benefit, but not as much. So if you were to experiment with brake balance more to the rear, the back end is you're gonna create more slip angle as you decelerate in the braking zone. And if you hasten the rotation like that, you're going to be able to get on the throttle even sooner than you normally would,
Yeah,
right?
I see that.
So that could be something to experiment with also going forward. I would definitely encourage that. And honestly, I mean, for me, my approach, I start almost everything with +5 to the rear. And if yes, and
I
if
start everything with like +2. It's weird, but almost everything. That's I don't
yeah,
know why.
well, and I started that
Feels
way
good.
too. I remember finding out people were using the Group 3 Supra and being +5 to the rear, and I said, man, there's no way I can do that, and I couldn't at the time. I was not able to.
Yeah, it's hard to handle back then.
Now that's all I do. The only Group 3 car that I don't do that in is sometimes the Lamborghini, and other times, and 100% of the time I don't do it with the 992 because that thing is ridiculous.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
um,
Porsches, Ferrari, I like a little plus actually on the Ferraris. I, it's just me.
Lord, you say, what time zone are you in? Curious about setting up times for initiating a coaching session or two. Yeah, I'm in Eastern Standard Time. Yeah. Oh, BL said. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, good stuff. So yeah, those are my takeaways for you, for you,
Appreciate it.
Nando. This was great. I
I will
really,
remember.
yeah, I was
See if
really
I can put them to use.
encouraged to see you really put it all together really nicely there. So that's awesome, dude. Really awesome.
Good. Hope we had a good episode, man.
I think it was stellar. I think it really was. Okay, so as a Learn with Lead guest, there are some perks. So first, I think BL will get the trophy link set up here shortly. I'm gonna get on the Discord and um, give you access to the Learn with Lead bumper stickers. Let me see. In here is Fernando. Yeah, there you are. Oops, if I could type. There you are. Learn with Lead bumper stickers. There you go. And then let's get. So I'm gonna at you at the bumper
Okay.
so you can see where they are. You, sir, are the 80th Learn with Lead guest. What about that?
Oh, what do you know?
That's wild. Okay. 80. 7-11. At Fernando Button. There we are. Okay, so you have gained access to those. And let's check out that trophy together. Here we go.
Trophy,
The suspense.
trophy.
Here we go. Oh, wrong thing. All right, there we go. And let's go. Here we are. Fernando Button's happy fun time hour with a smiley face. Oh, look, he's got the Legos in there. It's got the two racers. That's fantastic. Button and Fernando Alonso. Got the hand issue, I
Oh, there
see.
we go. I see it now. That's awesome.
Well done, BL. It's beautiful.
That's really cool. I like that a lot.
So cool.
The Legos back there, that is sweet. That's gonna be my my PC desktop background now.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you so
Look
much,
at it every
BL.
free day. That is really sweet.
Let's see. She says, Concrete Legos Group 3. Oh my, loved learning more about our regular to lead pencil. This was more than a happy fun time hour. Well said.
Awesome.
Well
Good
said.
deal. Hey, it's been fun. I really enjoyed being here.
Yeah, it was great, dude. This was a wild time, but a really fun time. I appreciate you coming on, and it was great to get you on here.
I have had a great time.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Well, I'm gonna get to the second portion of the stream here in a moment, but I'm sure we'll see you in a chat or a track very very soon, my friend.
Always see me. I'm everywhere.
You are everywhere. There's no doubt about it. Cool stuff, man. We'll see you soon.
All right, take it easy now.
All right. Bye-bye. Very fun. Too much fun, maybe. Don't tell the authorities. All right. So, not too much time left to hang out, but I'm gonna spend a little bit of time here doing more prep. There's so much to do to prep for the course here, but doing a little bit here is worth the time, I think. I just need to bring up there we go. Should work. Open. That was much less hassle than it has been. I appreciate that. All right, just a reminder, if you're looking for a free Learn with Lead session like you just saw with FernandoButton, you can reach out to me either at Lead Pencil 2017 on PSN, and not the exclamation point, though. That's incorrect. Lead Pencil 2017. You can also join our Discord. And make sure if you join our Discord, go ahead and also DM me as well. Let me know that you're interested in a Learn with Lead session. And then beyond that as well, we are beginning to implement the weekly coaching course. We're calling Lead Pencil Speed Force Academy, where I become your personal coach. And information on that and sign-ups for that is on that link right there. Okay? And now for anyone watching right now, you get a little window into what that course is going to entail. I am currently working on Tier 4. And if you have any questions about it, like some people already have, feel free to ask me now. If you're on the fence about it, especially, I know it's a commitment. I don't take people's money lightly. I value my money, and so I value yours as well. Yes, there should be some graduation diplomas. I agree with that, BL. Let's see. There's a couple things I need. Oops, not that. I need to get the sectors for some of these. So this should be sector 3. All right. It blows your mind, huh? It's great. It's too good not to use. Let's see. That is, where is that? Yep, just remember, if you join the Discord and you're interested in a session, still DM me. That way I know that you're looking for a session. Where the heck is this track? What am I looking for? Salenia. That's Lago Major. Oh, there it is. Road track. Oh, yeah. This car. Prototype. Good to see you, friend. All right, so that's Sector 3. All right, this ought to be wild. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Scary. Oh wait, this is that diesel, isn't it? Oh, that was crazy. Yeah, it's a lot more speed that time. Okay, that's not going to be any faster. Proto Legend of Legends. Haha, nice. Dude, that is hard to time. I got lucky that last time, let me tell you. Oh. Yeah, thank you, Sarah. Thank you. I know. Mm-mm. Close. Oh, screen? Indeed. Sorry about that, guys. Hang on. Incorrect also. There we go. Oh, gee. Right into the wall. Ooh. Turned in a little early. Catching the ghost. This ought to be better, I think. Oh, yes. Another 10th off. That's close to the limit there for me, I think. Goodness. Speaking of weight transfer, that's how you do it all wrong there. Oh my goodness. Well, that's faster. We accept that. All right. Next one. Top on the friends leaderboard too. That's nice. Hmm. Going to the Americas. And this is that Viper, yeah. Nice. All right, so this is Victor 2. Right, too late. Not surprising. That's better. A little too early on the problem. I was closer though. Oh man, just barely off, and that negated it. All right, okay, I see how it is, game. I see how it is. All right, Portal, sounds good, friend. Over and out. I like it. I don't think that's faster. No. Slower. Might be a little faster. It's close. No, just a little off. Half a tenth off. That could be faster. Barely. Let's see if we... Might be a way to be a little more aggressive on the in the braking area. Nah, but see, that's too narrow of a line. It's too narrow of a line. That was almost faster. Until it wasn't. Yeah, we're pushing now. Pushing the limit. Oh, that was close. I'm losing exit speed, though. A little bit better. A 0.6 is possible, I think. Es posible. Nope. Harness that slip angle. Too early on the throttle, you dummy. There. There it is. Tenth and a half off. All right. Let's call that one. 2 point. Okay. Just behind Rubiki. All right, now we are on to some other things. Actually going back to Spa. That's Sector 2. Yep, Sector 2. Could I have been any narrower? It's going to be hard to adjust to 60 mile per or 60 degree tires and coming in at 163 or 64. 4, 5. Yeah, we got to slow up more there. It's going to be a tough one, I do think. That was pretty wild. Yeah, I should probably be a second faster than the gold time on this one. We'll see. Got rotation that time. Oh, yes. She went. I found the limit and exceeded it. Little too hot there. Oh, yeah. Little too antsy on the throttle that time. Mm. I don't think that's any better. Nope. I almost drifted the whole thing. That was fun. It was fun, but not fast. Oh, gee. That exit messed me up. Destroyed the left-hander. The entrance for the left-hander. That might be better, although it could have been a lot better if I had done better. Yeah. It was way too crazy. What kind of entrance was that? Hmm. It's a very tough sequence. Maybe a little better. Yeah, a little is correct. Let's see how that measures up to the ranking board. I'm just curious. Yeah, I think we need to go a little bit longer. That was too late. Way too late. That was too much throttle. Lost it on exit. It's close. Yeah, I was right. Oh, I was very close to beating it that time. Whew. There it is. Too fast, too late. Yes. That's great. That's great. Just off Salam's time. That's not too bad. All right. So what a difference, right? Yes. It's huge. Okay. Deep forest. Time is it? Yeah, got time for some more. Right, it's the Audi. This one's tough. All right, so yeah, we want sector 2. No, that was awful. Oh, yep. No tap tap the wall. It doesn't like it. This car is really tough here. I remember it from the other sectors we did. It'd help if I like remembered what I should do there. So I do the exact same thing again. That's cool. Yeah, okay, we need more on the brakes. So, because it's not bopped, I think it's bringing more speed there than usual. There. Nice little improvement. There's more there, though. Ah, lost the car. Lost the back end. Okay, then. No, too much blip of the throttle in the beginning. Nuts. That was going to be a good one, I think. Appreciate you, Upstate. Thanks, man. Yeah, tap the wall. That was very close. That's a nice improvement. Let's see where that puts us. I'm not positive that I like it, but there's definitely improvement I could have had in the beginning. Now, let's try a little bit more. We'll see. Tap the wall again. Like, drifted each one. What in the world? Ah, get the car too sideways there and it's no good. Nah, I was going okay. So yeah, it's just that too hard of the throttle when you're turning right there. Car says, nope, not going to do it. Oh, that's too far to the left now. Cost me. Yeah, could have been an improvement, I think. Might have to settle for the 0.2, we'll see. Not fast enough in the first part. Second section there was good. I was too slow through here. That is close. Ah, tap the wall. Drat. There it is. Oh my. Oh, that was special. Okay. Oops. Should I? No. That's too one. Yeah, I like that. All right, let's do one more before the day is over here. Yeah, we'll do this one. Mm-hmm. Need to set that up better. Hmm. I did not expect to lose the car there. That was kind of fun. Oh man, that's so tight there. Dude, the ghost is right on the edge too. Ah. I am making adjustments. They're just not enough yet. There we go. All right, Sarah, I see you. I hear you. It's a long sector. Oh, no. Yeah, Sarah, the girl. Well, that's pretty fast. Where does that put me on the friends board? Oh, not fast enough. Okay. Poly Mazda, we're good, man. Doing more prep here for the coaching course. Lead Pencil Speed Force Academy. That's gonna be quick. Yeah. There's a kind of a bump there that I found. It's not the happiest. That 0.5 actually might be pretty good. Let me check it. Yeah, we'll go a little longer. Oh, that was gonna be good. Lead crimes. Sneaky, you two. Both of you. Oh, that was close. Terrible entrance. Not quite the right line. Well, that's an okay line. I'm just on the throttle too soon for that line. Ha! Okay. Because once you get on the green there, if you're all 4 tires are done, that's it. Whatever, Sarah. Ooh, I'm hungry. I thought I saved it, and then I didn't. Ooh. I hit that inner wall. Definitely that first part that makes all the difference for me. Nah. No. Wow. Okay. I think we accept that. Okay. That's going to do it for me, my good friends. We will see you. Like 51. Appreciate that, RL. See you on Monday. Just a reminder, you know, we're doing as far as like lap guides go, we're doing a little differently. We're experimenting with some different things, so things may look a little bit different still on Mondays, but the basics of you know, practicing and that sort of thing is still all there. That hasn't changed. But yeah, still trying to figure out how to implement these lap guides. And this last week, you know, I got a lot of great feedback from people, and so we're gonna try and build off of what we did last time. We still might not be able to do both B and C. I think time-wise, I'm still working on that part. But yeah, this was a pretty successful. It's better than it's been as far as lap guides go. So I'm excited about that. And yeah, we'll continue to try and improve those. That's a 50 burger. Thank you, Ghost. Thank you, BL. So yeah, we'll see you Monday. It'll basically be business as usual as far as the practicing goes. I'm excited about these tracks. I saw them, so I'm curious to see what class of cars we have on them, and yeah, it's gonna be good stuff. So enjoy the rest of your Saturday and your Sunday. I love you all like crazy. Not a thing you can do to change my mind, and I'll see you all in a couple days. Bye.